Welcome to Lawn-Mowing Simulator. I grabbed this because it was on Game Pass, and also because I've actually recently gotten into watching lawn mowing videos on YouTube. It's this very specific genre of video that's all about the creator goes and finds one of the worst lawns in their town, like a house that's been abandoned, left derelict, and the lawn has just overgrown. Usually, the lawn has spread out over the sidewalks, and so they have to like edge the sidewalks and try to get everything perfect. Sometimes they have to get a power washer involved. It's some of the most satisfying stuff to watch, just watching something that is very chaotic and overgrown get cleaned up. And so when I saw Lawn Mowing Simulator on Game Pass, I was like, you know what? This is probably up my alley. I'm a little strange, but there you go. So, ooh, there's an Ancient Britain location pack available. Well, I haven't even played the core game yet, so let's get into career mode. Let's create a new career. Turn off tutorial. No, we gotta play with tutorials. Let's learn how to play this game. Okay, so in this mode, I'm gonna create my own lawn mowing company and build up its reputation. As I expand my company, I can hire employees, purchase more mowers, and unlock new contracts. But first, your company needs setting up with a name, logo, and uniform. Absolutely! Wow, okay, so my company name is what? What? I mean, orangutan is like sort of the obvious thing, but orangutan mowing company? I don't know. If somebody's got a better suggestion, I'm open. I'm open to ideas. I'm gonna start typing this, and then we'll see what the chat says. If any, this is the one to beat. Orangutan mowing company. Okay, let's see what the chat says. Oh, so Tandulin suggested that I should name it after Milo. Oh wait. Oh, I can't. The N and the Y didn't even happen. It can't be that long. So, actually, you know what? We should have something shorter than orangutan. Maybe we should go Milo's Mowing Service. Milo's Mowing Service. And who knows, maybe this is a real company that will start someday. I mean, my oldest daughter has got a really nice babysitting racket going on. And so maybe at some point this is going to be what Milo does. So we got Milo's Mowing Service. And then what's next? Okay, so I've got that already. So we got the company name. Oh, the logo. Okay. So we just choose one, huh? Ooh, a buzzsaw. A little weird yin-yang that doesn't quite work. Ooh, so do we want negative space grass or positive space grass? I kind of want positive space grass. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Positive space grass, and then the edit the player. Ooh, here's my appearance. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, so player name. So I guess, you know, we'll name him Milo, because this is his mowing service. All right. Okay, because we've chosen the name Milo, it should probably be a dude. Let's try to make him look like an older version of my son. Actually, the guy we started with is probably the closest to looking like an older version of my son. I can change his hat color. Does he? I think Milo tends to like red. So let's go red. Logo placement, front and back. Back only. Wait, can I rotate the character so I can see his back? Oh, let's go front and back. Uniform colors. Ooh, let's definitely do red. Let's do some red trim on this shirt. And he got the yellow headphones on. So maybe we do yellow on the shirt? Except the logo doesn't show up on the yellow. Can I change the color of the logo? I didn't actually see if they offered color. It looks like no. It looks like you have to have green. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, we should definitely not have a yellow shirt. So yeah, maybe that black shirt is the best we can do, really. Oh, I can rotate the character just very, very slowly, and I couldn't tell that it was happening at first. So yeah, that works for me. Hey, La Coalición showed up. Good to have you here. And he's asking me, are you 100% sure you don't want to deposit me $100,000 US as a Christmas gift? Man, I would love to be able to give myself that as a Christmas gift. But yeah, that might make some progress on my mortgage and my debt. But no, unfortunately, I don't have that on hand for anyone. Sorry, La Coalición. Okay, I think we're good there. Confirm. Yes. This is all the things we want. Okay, a test drive. Now you have a company of your own. You need your first vehicle to get cutting. Select a vehicle from the list below and take it for a test drive. The vehicle is equipped with a collector-type deck. That means as you cut with it, the grass clippings are sucked into the vehicle's hopper. No piles of grass clippings will be left unless you overload the engine or your hopper is full. Okay, so this is a side discharge type deck. So this vehicle has a side discharge type deck, which means when you cut with it, they're discharged from the side in chunks, or from the side chute, sorry. When, in chunks, I don't know whatever, I can't read. When cutting with these types of decks, always keep in mind the direction you're mowing to avoid dropping grass piles on the paths of flower beds. Okay, this vehicle is equipped with a mulcher, which means as you cut with it, the grass clippings are cut so small no visible blades are left. No piles of clippings will be left unless you overload the engine. Okay, so, well, this one just seems like the best kind, but this one seems like the most fun. Let's take the Patterson for a test drive. I want to see like what it's like to drive this thing that's constantly ejecting clippings off to the side. Okay, welcome to the test drive area. Here you can familiarize yourself with a particular vehicle in conditions similar to a real contract. Okay, so I can look around. Oh, I got to invert my look. How do I invert my look? Invert Y-axis on foot. Yes. Yes on the mower. Okay. There we go. That feels much better. All right. Get on the vehicle. Each vehicle is slightly different. Get going following the steps to get it started on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so I hold X to start the engine. And then I use left and right to mess with its throttle. And then accelerate. Oh, okay. With the vehicle started, take a moment to get used to it, then drive over to the grass so you can start cutting. All right. So we got some tall grass over here. Oh, wait. Look inversion is not working on the car. Hold on. Okay, so I needed to turn. I didn't read this. I thought this was X because I just whatever. Okay, maybe is that right? No, I'm still. For some reason, this isn't working. Okay, they've got the setting here. I told it to invert Y in all of these settings, but it's not inverting Y when I'm on the mower. That is very frustrating. This feature doesn't work. Hold on, what happens if I turn them off? Okay, so you're telling me that the default is to have the camera standard when you're on foot and inverted when you're on the mower. And inverting it means flipping it from the... Who does that? I understand flight controls maybe being different for some people, but this is just a mower. It moves on a warped two-dimensional plane. It doesn't need to be different. Okay, whatever. We got it fixed. It's fine. Okay, once on the grass, you now need to get your deck ready by first setting the cut height and then engaging the cutting blades. You should only ever turn on your blades when on grass, otherwise you will damage them and affect their ability to cut. Okay, so I get on the grass first, and then up and down for the cut height. Oh wow, so how many centimeters? Let's say 7 centimeters. And then X to engage the cutting blade. When on contract, you'll be required to cut the grass to a certain height. Each contract will have its own height if the grass needs to be cut, so you gotta pay attention to it. Set your cut height within the range of 5 to 6 centimeters to cut 20% of the grass. Okay. When cutting, you can track your progress with the bar on the top right. The progress bar shows how much of the required amount you have cut. Grass cut at the correct height fills the bar white. The grass that is too short fills the bar with red. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's get it down to between 5 and 6. Let's engage the blade, and then let's start going. Oh, look at that. It's cutting. So I'm making slow progress. Oh, did I go? I'm overloading my engine. Okay, so I gotta like carefully manage my right trigger. I'm not pulling it all the way in. Because if I pull it all the way in, I'll overload my engine and then it will stop cutting properly. So I just need to drive around. Now, okay, and oh, looks like I am ejecting to the right. You can see that. Now, because I'm clinging to the right. Okay, so I should actually not be going this direction. I should probably not be trying to eject things into like the flower beds and stuff. So let me go the other way. And let's also see like if I'm creating grass piles over here or what. So I don't see any. Oh. I left a little bit of too long grass. So I need to make sure I'm overlapping my old track. So we'll go over here. So yeah, I've got a little bit of cleanup to do over there, but this is a tutorial, who cares? Oh yeah, I'm doing terribly. Hold on. I'm terrible at this. This game is hard. I didn't expect the lawn mowing game to be hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, look how badly I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So now I gotta overlap my old track so I don't leave any unmown grass. I also gotta try not to overlap the road too much or I'll hurt my blade. So I think if I go in a circle like this and blow the grass to the right, then I'll keep hitting the clippings. Now I'm not seeing clippings accumulating over here. So I don't know if that's actually a problem I have to worry about or not. So let's, okay, so I'm going through here. I assume at some point I've got like an edging tool maybe that I can use around these edges, because I definitely can't use, just like in real life, I can't use the riding mower to get right up to the edge of the wall. I'm just to ignore that little imperfection there. Okay, yeah, so they make sure that the lawn has got like some shape to it, so that it's not just drive in a straight line, make a 90-degree turn, drive in another straight line. I have to actually be carefully steering around the contours of the map. So by holding the right stick while stationary, you can engage Pro View, which highlights areas of grass that have not been cut to the required height. This is useful when you're trying to find the last bits of grass to complete a contract. So, oh, there we go. So I can see all the places where I've messed up, like right there. But I can't keep that on all the time. That's good, because this risks doing like the whole Batman thing, for instance. Hey, let's cut this corner and then back up and just like do this corner, but then have a much smoother, I'm doing a horrible job, have a much smoother corner to go around in the future. This is silliness. But yeah, it's like that sort of like Batman Arkham detective vision that some people would basically just keep on all the time because it reveals so much. And I think I was probably one of these people who keeps it on all the time because you're scared of missing something. But that means you don't really get to enjoy the art that the artist created because you're just always watching it in a weird view. So like, it's been one of the major problems, UX problems for video game developers to solve, is how do I give you, a special view that sort of uses the skills of your character to highlight stuff that you should be noticing if you're playing as that character, that you wouldn't notice as a normal person, without having that just take over the entire game and keep you from sort of being able to enjoy the game on a cinematic level. Oh, so Coalition is suggesting that I should mow a crop circle. That's a great idea. I should absolutely do that. I mean, the only goal is to get 20% of this thing, right? So I don't actually have to do a really good job of mowing this lawn. Oops, I was overloading the engine. So yeah, let's do a crop circle. Just a second. Let's finish this line here. There we go. So it's funny, when I was in like high school, I was really interested in crop circles. Like, oh man, they're this big mystery. Where do they come from? And and there's all these books written about them and stuff like that. But then when I was about college age, I met this British kid from Clevedon, England, which is like it's kind of like semi-rural England, like near Wales. And he said that he and his friends used to make crop circles all the time. That was what they would do on the weekends. I was like, oh, of course it's just kids. Like, obviously. Why was I acting like this was some kind of mystery? It's obviously just kids. And there's like people who put all of this work into like saying, oh, but the way that it's bent down, it's so weird, and they would try to replicate. It's like, oh, we can't replicate it using human tools. It's like, oh, or maybe you're just looking, like, if you look at anything, look at the details of anything, it's weird just because reality is weird. But no, it's not actually that weird. It's just, if you do anything and then you look really close, it's like, like macro photography or whatever, that magnifies very tiny things. Look at anything closely enough and you get to be surprised at how weird it is. That doesn't mean that a crop circle was made by aliens. It's kind of like the disrespect that people will sometimes show, like, the people of Egypt by suggesting, oh, only aliens could have made these pyramids. It's like, oh, or, clever Egyptians. Clever Egyptians could also make the pyramids. Like, that's not an unreasonable thing. By the way, I'm doing a terrible job of this, but that's fine. It's not me, it's the aliens. The aliens did a terrible job of mowing this. So as we get smaller and smaller here, it's going to take a lot more tight turns. I wonder if they have the kind of... So one of the YouTube lawn mowing channels that I watch, I think it's called like Al Blades or something like that. He's got this like riding mower that you stand on, where it looks like you're just driving, like hovering around like Iron Man. It's the craziest lawnmower. I love that thing. I hope that this game has got standing riding mowers in it, because that would be great. Okay, so let's try to wrap this sucker up over here. Just, try to get all the little shreds. Oh, I missed. Well, you've all seen me drive in State of Decay 2. You knew what to expect. You all knew what you were getting into watching me play a game that's all about how precisely you drive. Okay, so I feel like maybe I need to cut a little bit more of that border there. All right, there we go. So now we've got our big oval-shaped crop circle. So now what we need to do is give it sort of a little bit of a longer stem here. Okay, it's got to be straighter than this, though. Hey, idiot, drive straight. Yeah, so we go to a longer stem. A wider stem. There we go. I'm still only at 15%. This is a big lawn. Okay, so now I think sometimes they've got, like, crop circles have got little ribs to them. It's like you'll have sort of a stem, and then it'll have, like, notches in the sides, like this. Right? Something like that? Oh, it's a little uneven. Hold on. Let's try to even it out by making it fatter. Cutting a little less on this side. And then a little more on this side. Something like that. Is that about right? Let's see here. Yeah, that looks okay, right? Looks like a little man. There we go. There's my crop circle. Cool. Let's go mow some proper grass over here now. Oh, I just cut the corner on it. Doesn't look as spooky anymore. Oh well. So I am very vulnerable to horror movies and things like that. Like, my wife likes to tell stories about how freaked out I got by watching the movie Signs, which features crop circles. There's this like shaky cam video at like a kid's birthday party where an alien shows up, and it is the fakest looking thing in the entire world. But I was absolutely destroyed by it in the theater. I was just like, because the suspense, like, oh no, you're going to see an alien, was so intense. And then when an alien shows up, the fact that it actually looks like garbage is part of what makes it scarier. And so I was freaked out by that thing. And I don't know, my wife was actually a little bit embarrassed by how much I was verbally freaking out in the theater when we were watching that show. So I'm trying to train myself up to be able to, enjoy and appreciate scary stuff. Because, I work on a zombie game, right? Like, I have to be able to watch horror things. But it's tough. Like, sometimes I have to just do it in the middle of the day on my iPad or something so that I'm not, in sort of a dreamlike state and I'm not, in the dark by myself. And then you gotta hide it from the kids. Lately, I've been watching this creepy show called Yellow Jackets on Prime Video, which is... It's basically like Lost, but with the 100% more ritual cannibalism. It's really creepy. But it's not... they are hinting at supernatural stuff. It's hard to tell if they're hinting at real supernatural stuff, or if they're hinting at madness, at people imagining supernatural stuff. Oh, hey, I hit 20%. Cool. Okay, so in a real contract, I'll be expected to cut all the grass. So when a contract has been completed, you now have to store your vehicle in the trailer, then interact with your pickup truck to leave the location. Okay, so let's finish this pass so that we can head back to the truck. That's funny, though. This game is meant to appeal to, like, hardcore, like, people who love the satisfying feeling of finishing a job, right? And so I think that, packing up on the truck and stuff like that absolutely had to be part of it for the audience they're aiming for. Yeah, so Ted Fitzpatrick is pointing out that Shudder, the streaming service Shudder, has got a lot of stuff like that. I got a Shudder account very briefly through Amazon Prime once, just to watch one particular movie I was interested in, which was the Carpenter Brute movie, Blood Machines, just because I'm a big Carpenter Brute fan. And that was it, because like almost everything else they had to offer was not stuff that is a good idea for me to watch. Okay, so unengage the blade. So you don't want to ruin your blade on the asphalt. It's time to pack up in the car. And then how do I... Oh. Wait, now... Wait, what? My look inversion is still wrong when I switch into first person mode. Did I do that on purpose? Yeah, it's just the third-person camera on the mower that's backwards from everything else. That's so strange. Okay, anyway. So how do I get off the mower? Okay. Oh, press and hold B. Okay, I'm holding B. So now I've gotten off the mower. Cool. Oh, and I can do stuff. Oh, so if I need to fill the fuel on the mower, if I need to change the blades, that all costs money. And oh, is this an English game? Oh, look at this. Of course, yeah, they were advertising at the beginning. There's like a DLC that's like ancient English landmarks. I bet you can mow Stonehenge. But yeah, I'm going to get in the right side of the car because this is England and leave the location. So now I need to purchase a vehicle. So I could test drive other vehicles. I kind of liked the fact that I had to worry about which side this was going to be ejecting on, though It looks like that might have just been a theoretical thing I had to worry about, not like a real part of the game. So this one actually... This just looks like it's the better... This looks like it's just the better one. Like, a lot of the stats, it looks like this night lawnmower is going to be better than the other one. So I think... Yeah, let's buy this one. Oh, I should purchase a string trimmer. I absolutely should, yeah. So let's buy the night one again. I feel like this is just an advertisement for night. Is that a real brand? I don't even know. Here's a contract map where you can see available contracts. Select and start. Now your company is set up. Select the contract button at the bottom of the map and open. Okay, so the front garden. Once you select a contract, you can see information about its value and requirements. If you wish to accept the contract, you need to assign an employee, vehicle, and equipment. Select the employee, vehicle, and equipment option. Okay, so the employee. Right. So yeah, I'm my only employee, so I'll select me. My vehicle, I've only got the one vehicle. And equipment, yep, only got that thing. Great. Okay, so now we can start. Now, it took us a long time just to do the tutorial. And I've watched, like, other people play this game, like, briefly. Like, I watched Real Civil Engineer. I skipped around in a video of his playing this game. He edits his videos so that you don't actually have to watch every second of him mowing a lawn. You just get to watch the interesting bits in his commentary. I don't do that. I don't have time to do that with my videos. I don't know if anyone actually wants to watch me do a full contract in this game, because that's a lot of lawn mowing. So let's confirm this contract. Let's see how this process goes. But I think we're going to cut this short before we complete the contract. We'll get into it a little bit, see how the game works. But I don't think people want to stick around for watching me mow an entire lawn. That seems like a lot. This is lovely. I like this cottage. I want to live in a cottage like that. That sort of like the Tudor style walls and then just sort of the fluffy roof. I don't know how you make a roof fluffy, but they managed to make this roof fluffy. Okay, so I guess ground check phase. Okay, at the start of each contract, you have a small period of time to find and remove any objects on the grass area that could be damaged or damage your vehicle. You can choose to skip it and have them be automatically removed, but this means you don't earn money or RP. Oh wait, so I don't make money on the entire job if I don't manually go and remove the objects? Okay, well, let's just look around. Oh yeah, oh, somebody left the trimmers. Oh, and their toy rocket. This is actually, like, when I'm just mowing my own grass, this is a really important part of the process. My kids leave all kinds of garbage in the lawn. Oh, it says, oh, dang it. It's just all these, like, just rusty shears. That is actually exactly what my lawn looks like, though. We just constantly leave rusty shears everywhere. Why are they rusty? Because we leave them everywhere. I think that gnome might have been the last thing in the lawn. So this lawn is not that big. And I did get a mower with a slightly wider bed, so I don't know. Maybe we can do a little bit more of this than I thought. The camera is hypersensitive. Oh, I can run. Okay, I guess. So, okay, so we got the question, vehicle first or edging first? With the ground check complete, it's time to start cutting some grass. You can either use your strimmer or vehicle whenever you want. Strimmers are best for cutting the edges in tight areas, while your vehicle is best for large open areas of grass. String trimmers are great for cutting along the edges of lawns, up against objects, or in tight spaces. To use a string trimmer, press and hold RT. Okay. I definitely want to use a string trimmer because we haven't done that part yet. And actually, so when I'm watching lawn mowing YouTube videos, I love admitting that I do that. I actually prefer the ones that do the string trimmer first, because the string trimmer is actually one of the more satisfying parts. Because the edges are some of the biggest difference between the way it looks like between the before and the after is around the edges of the lawn. And so I like them to start when the edge is at its most chaotic. And then trim it down. So let's... So it looks like the height of the lawn might be immaterial here. Like, they might not care that much how high I do the edges. Oh, wait, what happens if I... Oh no, I'm destroying their flower beds! Hope that was okay. Just do the edges. Moving along the edges. I'm not even looking where I'm going. Like, there could be a bear on this property, and it would just eat me because I'm not looking up. I don't know why I think that bears are, like, a major threat to landscapers, but I guess in some parts of the country, right? Now, I could do the entire lawn this way, though that might take a long time. Yeah, so guiding this, trying to do it really perfectly and efficiently is kind of fun. So it looks like the edge here has got kind of lighter grass on it. Like, they edge this a lot already. Oh, motor overloaded. Your vehicle's motor load is displayed on the bottom right of the screen. If you overload it by driving too fast or cutting too much grass at once, you'll suffer damage, and your cut quality will be affected. Cutting when overloaded will leave blades of grass uncut that have to be cut again. Okay, so I need to be cautious. Not overdo it. Kind of swing it back and forth. And I guess I don't need to do it perfectly because I will be coming back over this area with the riding mower. Do, 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 do. All the flowers! Ha 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 ha! I destroyed a flower. Where am I? I'm almost halfway through. There we go. Yeah, up next to this bench seems like a good place where I'm definitely going to need to use the edger. A lot of these other places, like, because it sort of has this gradual fade into the garden, I probably could do this with the riding mower, but I mostly just wanted to see what it's like to use a string trimmer, or strimmer, as they call it in England, apparently. We call it a weed eater. What do you call a string trimmer in your country? That's my plea for engagement. Of course, I'm sitting here asking questions. I'm not even reading the chat. So, like, why am I asking you questions? That just seems like giving false hope that I'm going to read your responses. Okay, what have you been saying? Okay, Scotland says that, yeah, in Scotland, which I assume is the actual country and not just you call every place you live Scotland because your name is Scott. He said in Scotland they call it a strimmer. That's fascinating. Like, literally the first time I ever heard that term was in this game, just now. Never heard it called a strimmer before. Okay, so I don't know. I'm assuming I'm probably judged on my time. So maybe I should try to go a little faster while still trying to be careful to get everything. Though it seems like moving a little bit slower so that I can stay focused and, like, not miss things feels like it might actually be more efficient. Like, whenever I have to go back over an area for the second time, that takes more time than I save by rushing. So it seems like just slow and steady wins this race. Oh no! Yeah, so they're gonna charge me for all the all the flowers that I'm destroying. I'm doing it on purpose just because I want to see what happens. Did I made it! Yeah, here's where I started. Nice. Okay, so where's my car? There's my car. Okay, so let's put this back. And then let's get on the vehicle. Hold X to start the engine. Throttle up. Start driving. This is a different style of motor. It looks like it steers a little differently from the other one. Okay, your performance during cutting will affect how much money and RP you earn from the contract. You need to find a balance between speed and careful driving, avoiding damaging the flowers of the lawn while cutting quickly to earn a time bonus. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's engage the cutting. Oh, cut height. What is the cut? What does the height need to be? Does it say? Where do I find out what the cut height? 5 to 6 is what they want. Okay, well, let's go 5. And then let's... How do I engage the... It was X before, right? Oh, use B to lower or raise the cutting deck. Okay, so now I've lowered it, and now I engage it. Okay, yeah, so this vehicle... I can't see because of the... So this vehicle has got a different process. I have to actually lower the cutting deck separately as a separate step, whereas the last mower I didn't have to do that. Okay, so I'm going to switch into first-person mode here so we can get the full pleasure of riding on a riding mower, and so that if Jedi Sidetricks is watching, she can have just, like, massive motion sickness. That is a challenge with a game like this, is trying to make it possible for players with motion sickness to handle it. The camera is not very helpful with that. I will have to admit. It tends towards, you know, wide swings. Let's see here. Scott Landon points out that if I had to actually drive to the jobs in this game, the fact that I drive on the opposite side of the road from England would probably make it a challenge. That's true. That's actually a problem I have in Watch Dogs Legion, and I believe I think the previous Forza game was set in England. And so yeah, it gives me all kinds of headaches trying to play car driving games in England, in English settings. Or in any place that drives on the left. I'm trying to remember what other countries also drive on the left. Does India drive on the left? I'm pretty sure Australia is on the right. But correct me if I'm wrong about that. Is Japan on the left or the right? I'm really not sure. I think right is most common, but there's a fair number of places, I think mostly places that were at some point part of the British Empire, have you driving on the left. All right, let's switch into third-person mode. Okay, I don't want to be driving on the pavement too much. Okay, I love how it turns all squirrely. Like, it's really, really strange the way this vehicle turns, which is kind of fun. It's almost like one of those trolleys you get at like a home store, where the turning wheels are like you're used to like a shopping cart. You know, you're holding it on one side and the turning wheels on the other side. But there's the big pallets you get at like Home Depot or Lowe's or any other like home improvement store. The pallets have the turning wheels on the handle side. And so the first time you grab one of them, you think you need to push it like a normal shopping cart, but then it's like turning it is like driving a car backward. And eventually you catch on, like, oh no, I meant to push this with the handle on the front and drag the butt of the thing behind me. That's how you actually use those carts. So you can still steer it normally, but it is odd. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to do this whole contract, but maybe I will, because the yard is not actually that big, and I'm really curious, like, what the time bonuses are like. Like, am I, because I'm just sort of screwing around here, and I have not been trying to go as fast as possible, am I just cheating myself out of any potential time bonus? Do I even know what my time bonus, like, what my target is for getting a time bonus? Hard to be sure. I'm very carefully trying to manage my accelerator to keep it as high as I can without causing myself problems. Okay, now I'm just wasting time by not actually cutting any new grass. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I do this often when I'm mowing my own lawn. Let's just cut off a smaller part of the lawn and just take care of it. Take it out of the rotation. And then all of my future passes will be simpler because I don't have to deal with this part of the lawn. Yeah, so I think this, like, this very, like, top-down third-person view might actually be the best. Partly for, you know, controlling the mower and figuring out where I've mowed and where I haven't. But partly because, like, it just looks better. It looks more satisfying. Like, you can really see the difference. I'm going wide a little bit to grab a couple of blades that I missed. Okay, so now I don't think I can go in circles around this anymore. I think I just have to do a couple of passes across it. This is not... Okay, so apparently I am trying to go in circles. I don't even know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. I missed a few blades here and there, but that's mostly taken care of. I guess I shouldn't worry too much about this taking too long, because, I mean, the thumbnail for this video is going to say what game I'm playing. If you clicked on it, I think you knew what you're getting into. So, you're here to watch me mow a lawn. That's what we're going to do. Nothing to be done about it. So I'm going to, like, be inefficient at first, just to, like, smooth out the path, because there's a very complicated edge to this lawn. But if I'm a little bit inefficient at first by, like, trying to cut off the corners, then I think that's going to save me on efficiency later as I take bigger, like, I can just, like, not steer. Like, the more I can, like, make the shape of the space that I'm cutting simple. In fact, maybe I should just cut it off right here. Like, if I could just cut a really simple shape, that means there's less turning, which means there's less inefficiency. So yeah, so now that I've sort of evened out the edge of this, there's less turning adjustment that I have to do. Though once we have to get around the trees, that's going to get more complicated again. So far the trees have all just stayed in the middle, which has been nice. And I probably should have edged around these trees so I didn't have to get quite so close to them. Oh. The Elite X1 points out that in the real world, and I realize I did just miss something, but I'll get back to it later. In the real world, I would not have been driving the mower right over the edge of that patio. That I actually would have used the weed eater for that, and that makes perfect sense. Yes, I agree. Oh no! I'm destroying the flower beds. I'm doing such a bad job. I just want to knock out the area around this tree. But yeah, there are little streaks. It seems like the corners are the areas where it's easiest for me to miss a few blades. Oh no! I'm just killing all of their beloved prize-winning flowers. I mean, come on. These flowers are sticking out over the lawn anyway. They're not good flowers. You don't need to... I don't need to worry about them too much. It's fine. Alright, so cut off this edge. Yeah, maybe I should just take care of this side of the tree as its own deal. In just a second. Okay, nope. Try to line it up. There we go. Okay, one problem you don't have when mowing lawn in real life is your camera being up in the trees. Okay, why am I doing it this way? This is not efficient. This isn't smart. Stop it. Stop being bad at your job. Okay, so let's just knock out this whole long bit here. Oh no! I've destroyed so many flowers. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to make short work of this whole upper part of the lawn. I don't know why I decided this is the up end of the lawn. Whatever. This whole part of the lawn. And then we'll go back and do sort of the fatter part of the lawn. This is like the skinny part of the lawn. We'll do the fatter part of the lawn, and then we'll be done. We're actually going to complete a contract in this video. Yay. Oh, yeah. So much fun. I know you're all having a great time. I bet the ratio between the view count of this video and the watch time of this video is going to be lower than usual. Like, I'm betting a fair number of people will be like, oh, lawn mowing simulator, what is that? And they click on it and they're like, oh, it's what it says on the tin. Okay, goodbye. And they're just going to go. If you're watching this on YouTube now, that means you've got a lot of stamina. I really appreciate it. Like, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Okay, so interestingly, how taxed the engine is only a factor when you're actually cutting grass. Like, if you're actually just driving across already cut grass, that dial down below me doesn't do anything. It's only when you're cutting grass that it actually fills up and risks causing a problem. So you can actually, I think that means that, like, when you're going from sort of unmown chunk to unmown chunk, you can travel at your top speed. It's just when you're mowing the actual grass, you have to be careful about how fast you're going. So one of the reasons I'm driving weirdly is a lot of my habits for how to drive a vehicle are based on vehicles with a very different turning system than this one, where it's like the back end seems to be almost like a trailer or something. I'm not actually sure how mechanically this thing fits together. Okay, let's change things up, everybody. Let's go counterclockwise, or, oh wait, sorry, this is England. Let's go anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise it is. Okay, so I need to remember, next pass, let's cut a little less at the outset so that we can even this out. Of course, just in time for us to catch up with the tree anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, we're so close, everybody. We're so close. Just this one big chunk of lawn, and we're done. Lily's Apple is being encouraging, saying that this mowing job looks really good. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. If only I could get my own lawn to look this nice. But it's a lot of work. All right, so I was saying that I think I want to cut less of this edge up front so that I can take a deeper bite out of it when it gets this fatter area here. There we go, that's fine. Okay, I just left a big old knob on the end of that. Oh wait, this is England, I shouldn't say knob. So ZGal88 says that they're going to hire me to mow their lawn after seeing the job that I'm doing. I don't think I'm doing that great a job, just for the record. I'm pretty sure that there are lawn mowing simulator players who are much, much better at this than me. Who are probably actually very serious about being good at this game. And I've not yet shown that kind of seriousness. Okay, so I should probably come back with the edger to get those little details that I just missed here. Oh, we're getting so close. We're getting so close. I have no idea how long I've been doing this. How long have I been playing this game? How long is this YouTube video? I mean, feel free to skip around, you know. I'm not even saying anything useful. I'm just, you know what? No, after the holiday, I mean, being a parent on Christmas, it's a big job. I think maybe I deserve to relax and do something mindless instead of having to plan a big event for 4 children. Okay, so I've definitely left some room for using the edger. Let's mow this. Whole end first. Again, yeah, trying to like go back and forth with this thing. Like, I know how to do it with my actual non-riding mower. It's hard to figure out how to do it in the game. Like, I just sort of like do it by feel. But steering this thing is actually kind of a challenge. Okay. Back to clockwise. No, wait, no, I'm still going anti-clockwise. What am I talking about? Oh, my percentage is getting very, very high. But there's going to be just a few little stragglers that are going to be fun to find. Later on. I'm glad that I've got ProView to help me out. Okay, yeah, I got to get out of these trees. So you hit Y to move the camera, which is very, very helpful, depending on what's going on. So close. Getting so close. Oh, cutting complete. With the cutting complete, you now need to store your vehicle and equipment and then interact with your pickup truck to leave the location. If you have left grass clippings on the paths or flower beds, you can pick them up before leaving to avoid any cleanup fees. Okay, so if I was not using a mulching mower, then I would need to do that. But I did choose a mulching mower, which means I basically skipped that entire problem. And I'm kind of surprised they didn't make the mulching mower something I had to like earn up to, you know? That I could just get it right from the outset and not even worry about that entire part of the game because I've just got this mulching mower. So let's use ProView here. It has a bunch of little bits. So, okay, I'm going to pack up the vehicle, disengage, and raise the deck. And then we'll drive up here. Hold the B button to get off. And then let's grab the string trimmer. Let's try to get some of the stuff we missed. Wait, I'm trying to use ProView. There we are. Okay, I'm trying to make ProView happen. There we are. Okay, so because I've officially done what was required, this is probably a waste. But I'm just a perfectionist. I don't know if I'm going to get any kind of bonus points for trying to clean up all this extra stuff. Possibly not. Sorry I keep, by the way, overshooting with the camera. I'm really not trying to do that. It's just the camera is kind of overly responsive. It's hard to make subtle camera movements without like a lot of effort. So some of these areas that look a little different, some of them are actually like unmown grass, but some of them are just tire tracks on the grass, which is a whole different thing. So I don't need to remow the tire tracks, but like over here, I missed a whole chunk. Let's take care of that, definitely. Let's see. Oh yeah, right along this edge. A lot going on. Must have been hurrying when I went through there last time. Oh, there's a whole bunch over here. And a little line of grass along here. Good enough? Yeah, little teeny bits of grass here and there, but I think we're mostly good. I think we're good. Let's take this back. So, Sladeoff says, this is the most dad thing I've ever seen. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. After I'm done having Christmas with my kids, now it's time for me to mow a lawn. It's great. Okay, let's leave the location. How did we do? Oh, now we just get to look at our job. That's actually my favorite part of doing something like mowing a lawn, is just standing there looking at the lawn. Like, yeah, I did this. This is me. All right, let's see how it rated me now. Okay, ground check time bonus. So I did the ground check quickly. I got an extra 5 pounds for that. And then my cutting time bonus, I got an extra 4 pounds 70. But then penalties and fines were 9.25 from flowers destroyed, mostly flowers destroyed, and one collision with something. I don't know when that was. I used a certain amount of fuel and blades. Okay. So, but overall, I was paid like 275 pounds was already sort of the value of this gig. So we didn't eat up all of our profits. That's good. So next, vehicle garage. Okay, so this is the vehicle garage. Here you can fix damaged vehicles, use statistics, purchase attachments, part exchange vehicles, or purchase new ones. First, though, let's select your current vehicle so you can maintain it. Okay, let's maintain the Knight. So this screen shows all the information you will need to keep track of your vehicle's performance and status. Let's maintain your vehicle and get it ready for the next contract by selecting the maintenance button. Because maintenance, it is important to keep your vehicles well maintained and fixed. Ideally, after each contract, you should visit the garage, refilling the fuel tank and fixing any damage. Okay, so let's repair. It's going to cost me 5 pence. Do it. Blades, 94 pence. Absolutely. And petrol, 2 pounds 24. Okay, great. That wasn't too bad. Let's back up. So we did maintenance, statistics. Let's just back all the way out. Exit career mode. No. What? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is just... Oh, this is a different garden. Okay, so this is another... This one's got a gazebo. But... Yes. But we're not going to do it right now. We're not going to do a second contract on this video. You were already so patient with me sitting through one contract while I mowed a lawn. So, you know, this is where we're probably going to end it. But this is a nice little, like, I don't know, satisfying game. I appreciate what they're trying to do here. This is pretty cool. Like... This is not the... Like, if I, like, you know... Like, oh, I really want to play a game to, you know, get my adrenaline up. Or really, like, you know, work my strategic mind. This is not the game I would play. But if I want something to keep my hands busy while I'm doing something else... this is the kind of thing that could be a lot of fun. This one, like XO1 is the other recent game I played where it's just mostly about sort of vibing in a setting. You know, just gives you just enough to think about that it's engaging and interesting without giving you too much to think about. So I appreciate that. Well done, developers of Lawn Mowing Simulator. Your game is cool, and I like it. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Wait, actually, let me check to see if I missed anything else in the chat. So, Lily's Apple says, last time I let my nephew cut my lawn, it looked like Picasso did it. Yeah, no, this is a skill. I mean, this is a worthwhile skill to be teaching people in the video game. I appreciate that. Malatour says that that for feedback while you're mowing the lawn, they should show the owner of the house looking out the window and making facial expressions at you, so you can like read their body language to see if you think they're doing a good job. That's funny. Or like if you had somebody like screeching at you whenever you hit a flower, that would be great. So Lily's Apple says, GG, it's very relaxing to watch. Well, I'm glad that people found this relaxing, because I worry about boring people. That's my absolute fear, is that I'm going to bore somebody. But there we go. So Ted Fitzpatrick says, I guess there's a non-ethanol fuel that won't gunk lawn machines, but I like Greenworks battery powered. So you've... I like the idea of having an electric lawnmower. We do have an electric weed eater at my house that we use, but I actually just bought a really long extension cord because there were just parts of our lawn we couldn't get to with the electrical one, because it doesn't have a battery. It doesn't have like one of those massive batteries in the back. It's just got you just got a really long cord. And you got to hope that you are good enough at not weed eating your cord. But so far we've been lucky with that. So anyway, let's wrap this up. So here's a subscribe button. And here's other videos of other satisfying games. Maybe I'll put The Gunk up here, because that's a similar cleaning things up type game that's pretty interesting. Ran off cord.